Hello there everyone, this is Neko Knight here, getting ready to play Colony Survival. I know it's not the most entertaining game or whatever by the looks of it, since all that fun stuff with you guys, but still, my channel is more about trying to show in-game content of games and all that fun stuff, so if you stick around, you'll eventually see me get close to in-game. I won't always get exactly, but I'll try. So today I'm gonna go continue on with the technologies and stuff, and for those that you don't know, just in case, in order to get to the copper anvil, you need to get the merchant's hub, and to get the merchant's hub, you need to, or you're gonna need the tanner's hide. In other words, what you're gonna be doing is once you get the merchant's hub, you're gonna have to sell either earthenware, copper ingot, linen, whatever you want to call it. You're gonna sell it, you're gonna buy animal carcasses. I recommend buying the animal carcasses, not the leather, because it's cheaper. This will give you 3 skin, which is 3 equivalent to 3 leather. So you're getting 3 leather for the price of 5 points versus 1 leather for the price of 30. So once you get the carcasses, you can then get this, which is where you'll make the leather. As you can see, it needs skin, which requires this, which you get 3 skin from 1 carcass, which will give you the leather that you need. After you get that, you can then research the anvil, because that will give you the leather, that will give you the copper ingots. Then you can start making copper tools, which I highly recommend trying to get to as soon as possible, because that will make crafting things significantly faster. After that, you're going to be presented with these technologies which require copper tools. I highly recommend getting archery first. And the reason why is because at this point, depending on how efficient you are, you're going to be at about 40 colonists and a threat level of about 55-ish, depending on how many jobs you have out. And the threat level and the colonists will vary. After about 25 colonists, you'll generate a threat for every colonist, which is about 0.3 per colonist. Then, as you unlock technologies, which I'm going to do right here, some of them will increase your threat, and some will increase the monsters that are generated. Threat dictates how strong the enemies are, and this, for example, copper lockbox, when you place it, it will increase the capacity, but it will also lure more monsters, which means it increases the number of monsters. And that means instead of, let's say, dealing with like 30 zombies, you're now having to deal with like 60. Even if the threat level is low. And at about threat level 50, you start to unlock advanced zombies, which you'll probably see in this episode. So now that I've caught you up, oh, and I also lowered everything down by a level, and I added in 1 extra wheat farmer because I'm kind of, let's just say, AFK grinding for materials in order to do science and stuff with you guys. It's kind of, a lot of things are stockpiling up, like empty pots, potware, berry meals, copper tools, stone tools. All of this is piling up, which is nice, but at the same time, it's also making it where I've got to figure out what the hell to do with all this. So now that we've got about 75 leather here, we can convert it to, or skin, we can convert it into about 75 leather, but still. Alright, now that we have that, we're gonna need to get, what is it, science? Oh, and in the beginning, until you unlock this science, tool distribution, and grocery shop, until you get those two sciences unlocked, don't be building your people 5 million miles away or 5 million miles deep. Keep them all as close as possible to the banner because they will go there to get food and tools, which has some people confused, but not everybody really pays attention. So now that we've got that, this isn't gonna add any threat, which means I kind of want this next. And oh, I completely forgot. You're gonna also need the. I forgot in part of the process of getting this leather. You're gonna this animal carcasses. There was one thing that required. Actually, no, maybe not. I thought there was something that requires wheat, requires stone, clay. There was something that required linen in order to help with technology, and I don't remember what the hell it was. Wheat required ingot. You know what? I don't know what the hell it was. Oh well. Either way, you're gonna need linen because you're gonna need it for archery. As you can see here, actually, I don't know if you actually need it for archery. Oh, yes, right here. Leather and linen to make this station, and which will allow you to make bows and other stuff. Oh, and speaking of, level 2 threat zombies are green with a helmet. And anything between that torch and that torch is a target. Which means, as you can see, they're not hitting anything over there because it's too far away, but as soon as they pass this torch, boom. And then they get hit. I'm pretty sure it's the same limit over here, but I haven't actually marked it off because most of the time the enemies get... Oh. It might be right here. I can't tell because they're not accurately. But anyways, as you can see, there's now new zombies in the Oh. So they do shoot over there. Okay. But there's now new zombies in the process. Dang it, these are growing wrong at the wrong time. I'm going to have to pop them once those are all harvestable. Alright, now that we've got that, we're going to need to get someone on the job block so that I can actually start making an archery table because we need archery tables. And I don't actually... I do have someone on the job. I think. Hold on a sec here. Colony, science, colony, manage jobs, and what do we have? Oh, no, we need one person on this, so... Now, if you watch in the threat level up in the top corner, you'll see 54.5. When I when I recruit the fill job, it's now 54.8. It went up, and we're going to increase this to about 200. So now that we've got that, we're going to be getting that, and in the process, let's just research a few other scientists that hopefully won't increase threat, which means at some point I want to get this, but it's going to increase threat by 15, and that's, yeah, not right now. Not until I get archers going. So we're going to complete tool. We're going to complete rider. We're going to need scroll of knowledge, which requires scroll of knowledge, which means we need to start putting riders. We need to get riders and colony points. What's this? Engineer. Trap fixer makes traps and their ammo, which can be used to fight monsters. Will load and reload nearby traps. Requires scroll of knowledge. And this will engineer bench, trap fixer, dropper trap. What's this do? Deals 500 damage every 10 seconds at up to 8 block distance. Huh, that's impressive. But it takes gold. Oh. So it's basically just a gun. I want to get the digger because I discovered a more efficient method to getting trees. We need scroll of knowledge, we need colony points, we need scrolls of knowledge, we need... So it looks like our next problem is going to be scroll of knowledge, which means we're going to want to get those going. And in the process, I'm hoping... Oh, and speaking of, the reason why I want the digger is because when you're, let's say your farm tree, whatever, foresters, you get a stockpile of saplings. What you can do is you can actually plant the saplings like this, just as much as way like this. And once you've planted a bunch, you'll get yourself a wall of trees. At which point you can set up a digger to remove all the blocks. He will dig out all the blocks within that area. At least I believe so. That's the theory. We'll have to get to that point. And then you'll get a ton of wood, extra wood, very, very quickly. Which means you can have the foresters doing this. And then at some point, set up a mass wall of trees and just be like, look at this. One thing I've noticed is there's a set pattern to these trees. In other words, it goes diagonally, roughly, as you can see here. And now if I place one here or here, one of these 3 blocks will be white. See? And then same thing. And then again, nope, that must mean either, I think it will be this one. And then it goes again. As you can see, there's a pattern to the trees for some reason, which I found interestingly. And the only reason why I discovered it is because of this here. I'll have to dig this all off of camera because I haven't unlocked the diggers yet, which means it's going to take me 20 years to dig all of this out. Alright, now that we've got that, we've got these, I'm going to pop this row. It's kind of a waste, but I want this entire plot, all on the same cycle. There we go. And as you can see, I'm up to 1,000 trees and so on and so on, which is insane. And we've got more of that. Alright, now that we've got that going, we've got the science going, do we have a Fletcher's table, which is what I'm hoping for? We have tool shop made, which is not what I want made first. I want this made first, because I need these guys. And then after that, we're gonna need... Oh, I guess the arrows are made on Fletcher shops. Hurry up, finish up. Come on, give me. I need not tools. I don't care about tools. Although I might stick a tool thing down here for the miners. The issue is it's kind of pointless if there's no food, because then the tool distributor is just gonna run up there with the food and all that. So alright, now that we've got this going, we've got that going, we got the stone mason, which is gonna be nice. Yes. I'm hoping to get the Fletcher's table by the end of this episode. That way I can actually start, which means my kill box is going to significantly increase. In other words, I'll probably be able to hit from probably about twice the distance away from this torch this way, same way for that way, and then about twice the distance out that way. Well, maybe not twice the distance. I might be able to hit. Actually, you know what? It's just. I might be able to hit 1, 2, 3, about 3 more distances away. I need to simply fill in. Another suggestion that would be nice is trapdoors or doors that we can use for ourselves and for our colonists, because I would love to set up secret underground paths that block out any path that the zombies can take to get to here. And I will be redesigning this as later on in the future, because as I said, I'm going to be doing basically like Attack on Titan with, in other words, having inner ring, middle ring, outer ring, and then farming zones. All right, we've got wheat, we've got pottery, we've got that. I will say the tools, they tell you what up to what tools they can use. As far as I can tell, potters can use copper, which means you're going to have to keep someone crafting copper tools. Tinkerers use up to stone, which means you're going to have to keep someone on stone tools. What else? Yep. These guys can use up to steel. These guys... Actually, what type of tools can these guys use up to? I would assume steel. Oh, I can't click the tail. Okay, well, I assume they can use up to steel. I don't know, though. I could be wrong. And I need to add in some steps here. And eventually I'll move the mine to somewhere else. One thing you can do in the process, if you really want to, is you can simply assist your guys. You have a significant... Oops. Let's block that up. You have a significantly higher fire rate, so you can sit, let's say, since they can't attack here, I can sit here and just go pop, 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 and take out as many of the guys that come in. And they can take care of the threat level 2 guys. At some point, I am going to want to make an outpost. And I'm thinking, because gold is found in mountains, I'm assuming up over there is going to be the mountains. And that's where I'll probably put an outpost. I'm not 100% sure. And you're dead. As you can see, there's a bunch of zombies out there all coming around. I do have a curious thought. If I manage to capture all the zombies, will that affect my threat level, or will that in other words, will they continue to spawn zombies, or will they stop spawning? Or will they disappear after a certain amount of time once caught? Right? I guess they target the weakest first? Nope, they target the whoever's in first, I guess. Alright. They should be able to handle themselves. For berry farms, you want to make them as small as possible, which means 5 by 5. Every other farm, you want to make as big as possible. Do we have a Fletcher's table? That's what I'm hoping for the most. Yes. Okay, now we can plop out. Let's see. Oops. Actually, let's just plant that back. We can place that right there. Place that right there. And then we can have one of you. And how many of here? Wait, I think we only need 2. We're definitely going to need at least 500. We're going to want at least 4 bows, because I can use a bow and then I can craft up they can use the bow to craft up this, craft up that, and then they'll take copper tools, sweet, and then they'll take copper and planks. And as that goes on, we can modify what they take, what they craft, and put on select groups. Like I have this group 3 set up for stone bullets, stone tools, and wheat gruel. And then from there, I have this one set up for basically stone tools and wheat gruel. And then I have this one set up for basically everything. But at some point, you can start removing off certain jobs from this. And same thing for this. You can start removing certain jobs off. I would like to make some stairs and all that, but right now the stairs are not important. What do we have here? We have, oh, it takes skin for parchment, which means we're gonna have to start trading for carcasses a lot more, which means we're gonna need some more of these guys. Speaking of, this is no longer important. We'll put that on low. What is important is going to be this one. And yeah, for now, this one. We're going to need writer's desks. Because that's going to need planks, leather, and copper tools. Because once we get a writer's desk, we can start making scrolls of knowledge stuff. And then we can start getting other sciences, like this. And then we can also get this, which I want to get this. And I also want to get this, but in order to get that, we have to get this, which is going to make more zombies. And I'm waiting on getting this because I'm going to need the bow and arrow to do that. At which point, it's time to recruit 2 more people. Oh, I need another bed. Oops. Okay, let's get some more beds. And I do plan to adjust how and where these people sleep, because I want to make this place look nice. Recruit to fill jobs. There we go. We can now we're at threat level 55.4. So now we've got someone making arrows. We've got someone getting ready to make, hopefully. Actually, we're going to set you on this. We're going to remove you down to here. We're going to put that one here. Put that down. And put that to 4. We're going to drop that down. We'll actually increase that to 500s. Make that the least priority. So that way... And... You know what? We'll put you on 2 too. That way we can get the bow. Actually, no. Let's keep you on 1. So we can get arrows and bows. And then we can switch out the guards over there to bowmen. And at the current rate, I'm making enough copper to be able to supply everything all my demands. But I am gonna have to switch some stone people over to clay, it looks like. So let's go down and switch out some of these clay guys. Or stone. Let's switch out one stone guy to a clay. There we go. So now we have 2 clays. I might throw on 1 more copper, but that depends. For now, you know what? There. It kind of annoys me having them stand like... I kind of wish there was another clay right there or a clay right here. Oh well. Alright. So now we should have clay going. We've got enough stone going for now. And now that we're moving into archery, we should be good. And I gotta figure out what the hell to do with these guys because they're producing too much. They're eating too much, or not eating, but they're making too much too quickly. Okay, so now that we've got that, we can now place, let's see. Sweet. We'll get one of these. And now we can recruit. And depending on how things go, we may have to start increasing wheat production, which means we may have to switch our berry farmers to wheat farmers. Because you produce significant more amount of food using the wheat. And it takes less, because if you look at the berries, it takes 8 berries to make that, and it only takes 6 wheat to make the other stuff, which means wheat is better than berries. So at some point, which actually I might end up doing by I think I'll do it next episode with switching these guys from berries to wheat. Because I'm going to have to put some wheat over there, put some wheat over there, and then probably put some wheat over there. Oh. And here's my massive tree wall thing that I was talking about. As you can see, I can now... Oops. Now I can just... look at that. Which also gave me an idea. You could theoretically plant your own maze. In other words, you get enough trees, you can plant out the maze and just simply let the trees grow as a maze. And then go and cut out the center part like this. And then have guards set up in safe areas, and they can just go pop, pop, pop. And you've got yourself a homegrown nature tree thingy. And they can't bother you from up there because it's too high. They can't just drop down or any of that. Because you can do a lot with this. And this is kind of why I said this is the best, one of the best ways to get wood. Because you can plant a million of these, use a digger, and then blah, bam. Or at least I assume you can use a digger, but I haven't tried. Anyways, that's that. We've got that. We've got this. Do we have any bowman knight? Yes, we do. We have one. Are we missing anything for the rest? We got one day. We've got one of that. We're missing a bow. He's in the process of making a bow. So once he gets a bow, we'll have a second one. So let's go and switch out which one I use night and which one's day. And we'll get ourselves our first bowman. Oh, now we know which one's night. Nope, you're day. Oh, never mind. We won't get our first bowman, that looks like. Ah, you mother of flip nuggets. Oh, yes, we can get our first bowman. Sweet. You. There we go. You now take over that. Wait. Did the zombie really come around here, through here, and back there? Is that... That's impressive that he managed to hit him from there. Wait, what the hell? Uh-oh. Did a zombie really spawn up there? Because if so, I've got to figure out where... I've got to figure out if I have a weak spot somewhere here. Because I cannot afford them to be getting in like that, so let's do this. We need to make sure this is all sealed up. There's no way to get in. Because I cannot afford them to find another path in. Which it looks like the pathing issue is that they're going to come around through here, down over there, and up over to here if they spawn on top of there. So, yeah. Nope. Let's get this cleaned up. We cannot afford any mysterious paths that path finding. All right. Oops. All right, let's do a quick check. I'm assuming because they can't pass through there, and because this path is too high, let's just make sure this. I am not going to risk any potential events. Because him shooting up top and having a zombie fall down was very, very concerning. He has a much slower fire rate, but he has a much farther distance. Plus, he deals more damage, which means tier 2 zombies are going to be taken out. So I think I'll keep it one slinger, one of these guys. For now, I kind of wish you could direct them to target specific types. Oh, he does not kill it in one shot, but he almost does. Oh. Okay, so they might actually target, okay. I think they actually do target based on strength of the enemies. Because he should, if he was going by who's first, he should have targeted some of these guys in front, but he actually targeted the weak. Okay, now I'm happy. Alright, we'll call it here. We've now got our first bowman. And we've got a few sciences unlocked. So let's actually see what we can get. Oh. We need 10 for that. We need 1 for that. This will give cooked meat. We'll need fish, fisherman spot, stove, raw fish. I might have to go for the cook. Because I want to increase meals. The more meals, the better. Especially if I can start cooking meat and add in not just wheat, but this. But this is also good. You know what? I'll go for this. Mostly because now I can actually start seeing statistics. Alright, well, I know this was long and a lot of information and a lot of talking and all that fun stuff, but hopefully you guys enjoyed learning. I'm definitely learning it as I go along, and hopefully if you made it this far, you'll come back for more. If not, well, I kind of understand. For now, if you want to be added on to the in-screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After about 2-ish or so weeks, I'll add you on. And if you leave before I reach 1,000, I'll remove you off because it's for people who gave me a chance. For now, if you want to see more of this series, just check out the in-screen credits. If you want to see other games I play, check out my channel or the best view, whatever the hell thingy that pops up. For For now, I'm going to continue to get more preparation, get some more things set up, and all that fun stuff. Like, hopefully get a few more of these guys making... Oh, eyeglasses. That explains a lot. Anyways, for now, I guess, bye-bye, and see you next time.